At the time of independence in 1966, I was actually teaching at the Parkinson School at the time, and I have a very fond memory of the flag that would eventually become our national flag, which was designed by Mr. Grantley Prescott.
The night independence was at Garrison. Remember, it was a lot of rain and muddy and wet.
We walked to the Garrison Savannah that evening. We arrived there probably between 9 and 10 to find many Barbadians. I mean, the place was just flooded with proud Barbadians with great anticipation, expecting the moment when our flag was going to be raised for the first time as an independent nation.
You know, it's funny because I'd always assumed that this photograph was taken in November 1966. But I would later learn that the Queen actually visited Barbados in February 1966 because she was not available to come for November 30th. That day in February was a very special day for me, and I was honored to have been selected to present a bouquet of flowers to the Queen. I can actually feel or remember the fabric of the dress that I wore and the shoes that I wore because great attention to detail was paid to make sure that I was impeccable. The Queen did say to me, "Are these beautiful flowers for me?" And my words were, "Yes, Queen Elizabeth II." I did not realize the import of that day at that time. It's only now that I realize it.
I happened to be here when Barbados became independent, and it was quite interesting. I was happy for Barbados.
At the time we had a new brand uniform, ordering for us long pants and tarlane shirt, long sleeves. You know, coming out, just to come out sharp. And the rain fell so bad.
It rained terrifically. There was a lot of rain, and it was an enjoyable experience. Seeing the flag being raised by Major Dottin.
I was called in by the adjutant to say, you know, Harley, you have the responsibility of raising the flag at independence. At first I took it in my stride really, but then afterwards you recognize the significance of it all.
I remember very well, they were supposed to wear a different uniform, a new uniform. And because of the weather, they had to wear the regular short khaki pants and the long socks up to the knees. And on top of the boots, they used to wear something they call a putty. It was white with some brass buckles, so I used to clean those every Thursday for him.
My cousin and I, we dressed and we went over to the Garrison, and the mud was so thick I promptly lost my shoe. We went back home with one shoe. And we figured the best we can do is stand on the gallery, it was called in those days, and see who was going to independence.
As a young teacher, I would go in the art room and I saw the flag laid out on his art room table, and I liked the colors from the beginning. I didn't think at the time, I didn't know that it would actually become the national emblem of Barbados, but I remember Mr. Prescott doing that, and when I heard that his particular design had won, I was very pleased because I liked it, and I really like the design of our national flag, the colors and the broken trident idea. I think it's a beautiful flag.
It was a day that always stayed in my mind because of two things that happened in Jessamine Avenue. I remember Desmond Burke and a friend that we used to call Drummer, my nurse. They rode all through town with a pot of food and a brand new Topsy full of Mobby.
My girl cousin this time, and I took that same cousin who had the fellows Independence Night, took his daughter down to Independence Square, and the three of us got separated. In the rush and the crush, that was very scary. So because I wound up with a child, and she didn't know where we were. And my aunt had said if we came back without this child, she was going to kill both of us.
We had the police band, we had the cadets, we had the regiments, we had many groups from Barbados locally here.
Remember hearing these pieces and everything, and then when it come 12 o'clock, they lower the flags, sing the God Save the Queen, and then they raise our flag and sing our anthem.
Within a matter of minutes, seconds probably, The Barbados flag was raised for the first time, and there was an uproar from the crowd.
It's beautiful. There were so many people. So many people. Look, you come move.
Barr, the then premier, was elected the first prime minister of Barbados in the elections held prior to independence, and he led the first government of Barbados. At that point, we were a very proud people. We knew it would not have been easy. Barbados had no natural resources, so to speak. We had a lot of sugar. We had tourism, but we were still missing a third leg of the stew. However, we're 50 years old now, and we have survived.